no, baby, no, baby. You got me all wrong, baby. My baby's already got all of my love. So no, no, honey, I'm good. I could have another, but I probably should not. I got somebody at home, and if I stay, I might not leave alone. No, honey, I'm good. I could have another, but I probably should not. I gotta bid you adieu to another. I will stay true. I will stay true.
Dan, RadioStyle. Hope everybody out there is having themselves a great day. I certainly am as well. It's kind of good that way, right? Helps out. Oh, crap. I didn't even give this a title, did I? Oh, we are awakening at the perfect time. I guess I did. Sometimes I forget what the hell I'm doing. Try to be prepared, but I just talk, right? You guys have figured this out by now. We came in, that was Andy Grammer, Honey, I'm Good. Nah, honey, I'm good. That's how good I am. I am so good, I am nah. The frick is that? I don't even know what nana is. Anyway, sounds like something you'd call a grandmother. But anywho. I'm off track already. It's a horrible thing. So Dan RadioStyle is kind of how I roll. Hey, so we're kind of talking about a little bit of a different topic, but manifestation actually kind of folds into this in a weird sort of outset way. So, if you're just very focused on trying to manifest something right now, this video is probably not quite the one for you yet. But if you're a soul searcher and a soul grower and one of those people that are trying to manifest also, you might dig this. You might just give it a go, and I'll do my best to kind of keep it short and sweet. But some of you might start be noticing, let me try to see if I can speak proper English. We'll give it a go. But are you starting to maybe not care about all the brands out there? Whether you have the iPhone, the newest one, you have the 7G or 7E or 7Q or whatever the frick it is. I don't even know. I don't have an iPhone. So, not that it makes it better or worse, not like I'm better. I've got a Droid, right? So do I have the newest Droid? Yeah, it's the same thing. And I actually don't. I've got the Note 4, which is I don't know, they burn up at 7, I think. Those caught fire, and now they're doing other stuff. So I'm way behind the times. And that's great. I love it. My phone, you know what? It works beautifully for what I need it for. Again, don't care. So are you not really giving a crud about that kind of stuff? It just suddenly is not having the same meaning. If it does, I'm not ripping. I'm not saying anything negative about you, but this is one of a few indicators. So maybe maybe you're still going to go all the way to the end of awakening, but totally fashion conscious the whole way. That's fine. That's totally cool. You're going to have the nicest handbag. You're going to have the nicest shoes and the nicest outfit in that line of people when we finally get there. So that's totally cool. That's groovy. But are you maybe getting tired of all the BS that's on the news? You can't even watch the news anymore, right? It's starting to annoy you. It's actually starting to bother you. There's so much negative news in the world, and you're just starting to see patterns. I don't want to get into my little spiel on it, but you're starting to see patterns, and it's not making you happy. It's not comforting you. You don't end up feeling good, and you're kind of wondering why. You're feeling empty when you watch it. Also another good possibility. Maybe the fact that you're getting to a point where you really, truly don't think politicians actually give a crud about us, it seems. I don't know. Whether they do or they don't, I know my parents, my mom specifically, totally believes that politicians are here to save us. I know probably most people don't. So wherever you fall on that, I think that's a good sign. And a lot of us are awakening, by the way, but to different degrees. Are you getting to the point now where you're stopping on the processed food thing? You're starting to eat healthier. You're thinking organic. You're thinking cage-free, and all these kinds of grass-fed, whatever. If you're eating meat, and if you're not, then that's cool too. But, are you going organic? Are you trying really hard to make sure that you're, for some reason, getting away from all these heavily processed, heavily chemicals, genetically modified, all these different things that, I don't know, where you feel on it. I'm not here to make up your mind on these things, but certainly these are areas where you're going to start to notice. Are you starting to notice that maybe you're starting to spend a little more time in nature, maybe going for walks, kind of getting out and about, but more amongst yourself rather than necessarily having to go to the latest club and maybe indulge upon a number of beverages or whatever the case is. Whatever you do in clubs, get drunk and dance and have fun. I mean, sure. But are you starting to maybe reach this more of kind of bonding with nature, kind of going out and about and really spending some time just being at one with yourself, being at one with nature, being at one with your child, maybe going on a bike ride together, like really just cool bonding moments that are memories, kind of, to me, right? Like, I don't know, I can think of maybe a few different memories I have of different nightclub scenes, but otherwise, there's a bunch of times that nothing stands out in any way, shape, or form. There's a couple. We went to a place that was called the Roxbury, famous. That was pretty fun, and we were definitely not in the right state of mind. That was an amazing night. Then, yeah, a rave one time. So that's about the extent of my nightclubs that I really, really remember that stand out. So, again, not a lot of good stuff. But, again, are we starting to realize that there's this bonding between all of us, that there's a unity, that we're all on this planet together? We all are human. We might have our differences in our own nationalistic thinking and our socialistic thinking and whatever kinds of religious backgrounds we may come from. But we're actually starting to realize, we kind of have more in common than we don't. You know, most people, because there's radicals everywhere, so most people are pretty mellow in their lives and mean no harm to anyone else and are really just here doing the best they can, just like you. Most people are way more in common with us than the alternative. So if we're starting to come to all these conclusions, then you're probably starting to awaken. And manifestation's a huge part of this because, again, it's that conscious involvement in your own life. And it makes an enormous difference once you realize, oh my God, I'm actually in charge of this. This is up to me. Oh, when did that start? I don't know, since you were born. You didn't really have a lot of conscious creation. I mean, it was kind of taken care of for you, but I think we consciously created that before we out of the womb, not out into the womb. That would be backwards, right? Yeah, that's like a reverse feed. So again, we're growing up, we're awakening. That's always been like a big part of my side of the manifesting. That's why I always kind of throw that little bit of soul growth kind of angle at it. And maybe others don't as much. Maybe they do. I don't know. But that's my thing. That's my angle. That's why I got into this is I really believe, like I learned about manifestation way after going down my spiritual path and then realizing, oh crap, I've been manifesting all this time. No way. I didn't realize it had a cool name. So it was just like a way to make things happen. It was kind of where it was for me. It was just determination. Things happened when I was determined. As long as I didn't give up, things happened. That was my first 15, 20 years, if you're talking manifestation, first 10, 15 years of manifesting, of just doing it, not really knowing what the hell it was, and then started reading books and be like, oh, interesting. So again, all these things tie together in my opinion. Now, I'm bringing all this up too. Just one, I want to remind everyone about the 21st, the awesome Eclipse that's coming up. There's going to be a worldwide meditation. I talked about it. I'm going to do another video on it. I mean, I'm just trying to bring it back up again because it's like a week away, just less than a week away. And it's going to be a 15-minute meditation at a very specific time, depending on where you live. That'll fix the time. But it's 15 minutes. It's unity. It's about harmony. It's about bringing the world together. It's, again, this whole, are you sort of even barely kind of starting to wake? Be a part of something where there's going to be thousands, hundreds of thousands, probably a million, but they're saying all we need is 144,000. The website and the places I've seen it and some other places I've already seen it distributed, there's no way we're going to definitely hit way higher than those numbers. But there's stuff that seems to be in the works too. I don't know if you've been listening to the news because you shouldn't, but yeah. So 21st, this is our chance to make a difference. This is our place where we are putting the energy forward. We're thinking the same thoughts. We're holding the same imaginal exercise together with 144,000+ people at the same moment. Think about the power and the life change that can be. To give you some times that are going to be out there, I've mentioned this in other things. I'm going to repeat it again. That's why it's at the end of the video, and you guys can already click out if you don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. 11:11 p.m. Los Angeles time. And that's on the 21st, I should say, because it's going to matter. 2:11 p.m. New York time. 11:41 p.m. India Standard Time. If you're off of that and make your adjustment. 11:41 p.m. India Standard Time. 8:11 p.m. Cairo. 7:11 p.m. London. 8:11 p.m. Paris. 1:11 p.m. in Chicago. And 12:11 p.m. in Denver. So you obviously know if you're in mountain time, then Denver's your time. There are a couple places I got that are actually technically the next day. So if you're living in Sydney, I hope I did these right. I'm pretty sure I did. It's actually going to be the 22nd at 4:11 a.m. If you're in Sydney, Australia, 4:11 a.m. the next day, the 22nd. And if you're in Manila, the Philippines, 2:11 a.m. the next day as well. So those are the times for that. It's going to be a huge deal. A lot of people, and it's very important to me. That's why I'm bringing it up. And I certainly hope I haven't upset anyone by doing that. But I think it's a very, very worthy cause, and it's something that's going to change the world for sure. And this eclipse going across the United States is the first time since like the beginning of the 1900s. And then I guess in 7 more years, we're supposedly having another eclipse that's going to actually go across at a different angle and almost form like an X, which like X marks the spot, or I don't know. Hopefully that's what it is. But I truly think there's a huge metaphysical, symbolic nature to this coming eclipse. So hopefully you guys can be a part of that. It's Dan Radio Style. I'm not just here trying to tell you how to manifest them. I'm trying to here to make a difference in your world and the life of everyone and planet and all that stuff, right? It's good stuff. Going out with another great song. This one is from Jason Derulo. I hope I'm saying that right. Want You to Want Me. Dan Radio Style.